for at least 3-4 hours, all I did was go Mako shark, Mako shark, Mako shark, which is really funny because you would think that there's no possible way to have an argument underwater, but as husband and wife, we managed to do it. As a mountaineering geek, मैंने हर documentary में ये scene देखा था and I was living it. And it's amazing. We're all crying. We made it. फिर थोड़ी देर बाद आवाज आती है. Right before going to the summit, I was freaking out and I was messaging my husband and I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi guys, this is Amna. You're watching Ahi. This is a really interesting, if I may say so myself. It's going to be a really fun conversation with my very old friend, and by old I don't mean age, but we've known each other for a very long time. Madhiya and I were journalists together, and this is Madhiya Syed, and why she's here is because she just climbed Kilimanjaro, and I thought that was so fascinating. And Madhiya is Madhiya, what all do you define yourself as now? You're a producer, you're a filmmaker.
Yes. So I've been working as a documentary film producer since 2015.
Yes. In fact, you produced a film that has been nominated for an Emmy.
So yes, one of the films I produced was nominated for a Primetime Emmy.
Okay.
Earlier this year.
Right.
And
Mubarak,
yes,
by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's called The Accused, Damned or Devoted. The director for it is Mo Naqvi. And other than that, a lot of the films that I've made are actually for the BBC. They've been shown on Channel 4. You know, I've also done work for Vice, HBO.
Right.
So that's pretty much ongoing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we know each other since what year?
It
would be 2002?
2006.
2006, where you were working at Dawn and I was working at the news.
Yeah.
And I used to cover fashion and you used to cover music.
Yes.
And our paths kind of crossed every now and then. And I also used to write for Dawn.
Yes, of
at
course.
that time.
Yeah.
So we've known each other forever. But I've seen your career move from journalism to filmmaking to outdoor, like so much outdoor activity.
Yeah. So in parallel with journalism and filmmaking, I've always liked to do a lot of adventure sports.
Yes.
And so I started out as a cyclist.
Huh.
I joined Critical Mass. This was 13 years ago. I actually used to be a long distance cyclist, so I would do about 100 kilometers in a day.
Oh, wow.
On the weekends.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that takes about 4 to 6 hours depending on your speed.
Okay.
And but we would train every day. So on a daily basis, you would train between 25 to 40 kilometers in a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was a lot of fun, you know.
And you're a professional diver.
I am. So yeah, so after that, what I picked up was scuba diving. So I'm currently one of the very few active female scuba divers in Pakistan.
In Pakistan. And where do you go diving?
We dive in the Arabian Sea, but we actually drive all the way to Balochistan.
Okay.
Because वहाँ पे पानी साफ है.
हाँ.
और
कितनी देर की ड्राइव है ये? कितनी देर की ड्राइव है?
ड्राइव जो है वो तकरीबन 50 मिनट 1 घंटा इस तरह से कभी कभार 1.5 घंटा डिपेंडिंग ऑन द लोकेशन.
राइट.
उसके बाद आप 1.5 घंटे की बोट पकड़ते हैं और फिर आप जाते हैं अपनी लोकेशंस में.
Okay.
So it's a very long
excursion.
Long way. Exactly. And it takes pretty much the entire day क्योंकि आप दिन में 2 dives करते हैं. Of late we've been doing a lot of wreck dives off of Gadani. And so we've been doing a lot of wreck dives. Gadani पे है, French Beach पे है. काफी like पुराने wrecks हैं यहाँ पे. So ये I'm also married. My husband is a scuba diver.
Yes.
And we met at sea.
Yes.
So we dive.
That is a fun story. Yeah. Yeah.
So we actually end up diving together a lot. Which is really funny because you would think that there's no possible way to have an argument underwater, but as husband and wife, we managed to do it.
Really? Well done.
Yes, exactly. With regulators in our mouth, we're just like, so we end up doing it anyway. But scuba diving is sath, another big passion of mine is trekking and mountaineering.
Okay.
And I have in the past, 5, 6, 7 years, been writing about, different mountaineers from Pakistan, that have achieved these amazing feats in mountaineering in Pakistan as well. So like for example, like I wrote about Ali Raza Satpara, who died only recently. And then Ali Satpara, who died on K2. We actually used to communicate quite frequently as well. And I learned a lot about mountaineering from him as well.
Which makes an average person like me wonder that, what is the thrill? I mean, why go up there when it's so reckless and dangerous and it's like perilous? I mean, what is the rush?
I think there are a lot of mountaineers that have answered this question as well. If you ask most mountaineers, why do they climb? Why do you want to climb this mountain? And then the response would be because it's there. Because it's there. I think with any endurance sport or mountaineering being endurance sport, you want to see how far you can push yourself. ठीक है? And दूसरा ये कि The mountains, the feeling that you get when you're on them, because you're so vulnerable, it strips you bare of every pretense that you might have. You're exposed to the elements. Never believe that you are stronger than the mountain.
No, yeah. I mean,
because a mountain alone, whether it's K2, whether it's Kilimanjaro, whether it's a big mountain or a small mountain, it controls the climate around it. They're that big. And so, आप पे बारिश आएगी, आपकी हालत बिल्कुल खराब हो जाएगी. आप पे snow आएगी, आपकी हालत बिल्कुल खराब हो जाएगी. Avalanche का खतरा होता है. आप गए. So and also you're climbing. I was climbing when I recently climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. We were climbing for a minimum of 6 hours per day. And so when you're doing that, and you're doing that slowly, everything that's pretend about you, everything that's stupid, everything in your life that is not important is stripped away. You only remember the essentials. You only remember those people जो आपके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा, important होते हैं. You only remember who you are. Essentially at the very core of it. So I think that's also why.
That's why. Oh, you had to rewind a little bit. Was this your first mountain?
This was not.
Your first summit?
This was my first proper summit of a mountain.
Right.
I have trekked to a similar altitude before.
Okay, this is around 8,000.
No, 8,000-meter mountains are like K2 and Nanga Parbat.
Okay.
Okay, so just to give everyone a primer very quickly, there are 14 mountains in the world above 8,000 meters.
Okay.
So the 8,000ers, उसमें से 5 Pakistan में है. So K2, Nanga Parbat, Gasherbrum 1, Gasherbrum 2, and Broad Peak. The rest are in Nepal and Tibet. And nowhere else in the world do you have an 8,000.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's it, these 3 countries.
Okay.
But uske ilawa, the mountain that I climbed is Mount Kilimanjaro. That is 5,800 and 950 meters high.
Kilimanjaro थोड़ा सा और ऊपर हो जाता तो मतलब
है कि थोड़ा सा और ऊपर जाता, लेकिन just to give you an idea, the highest mountain in Europe, there's only one that crosses 5,000 meters. That's Mount Elbrus.
Okay.
But Mont Blanc, जो सबसे ज़्यादा famous है, that's a 4,000er.
छोटा सा.
लगता छोटा सा है.
छोटा सा. Yeah.
The first time I saw a 4,000-meter mountain in the north, I was shocked क्योंकि वो इतना बड़ा होता है कि all the villages around it उसको dwarf कर देता है. But then when you see an 8,000er, that dwarfs a 4,000er.
Oh my God.
So इन दोनों के बीच में ना फिर Mount Kilimanjaro है.
ठीक है.
So exactly in the middle of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, now you decided to go.
Yeah.
How much training went into it?
So
because when we do this video, and I hope people who are interested are watching, it's also to tell them that how easy or difficult is it to actually get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, what went behind the?
Actually, another thing that I want to point out when it comes to endurance sports, like climbing a mountain or even running a marathon or yesara, it's not, unless you're an expert, it's not about the speed. So you have to go very slow.
Right.
It's about how much can you endure. The training that you are required to do to climb any mountain, उसमें एक तो cardiovascular, आपकी running, आपकी cycling,
breathing,
आपकी breathing जो है वो बड़ी अच्छी होनी चाहिए, but आपको strength भी अच्छी आनी चाहिए. My husband's a runner. He has been trying to teach me how to run. I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
Abhi bhi I'm really bad at it.
But you just said you can do 10,000.
I can do a 10K. I can do a 10 kilometer.
10 kilometer, yeah.
I actually mostly brisk walk it and I jog very lightly.
Okay.
And then I walk and I jog.
Right.
But I don't run in one go. I'm not there yet. However, you can put me on a cycle, I can go. As a scuba diver, we're breathing heavily all the time.
Yes.
I can swim in the sea, very easily. That's what I can do. Running is another beast altogether. But having said that, your cardiovascular strength has to be strong. And the other thing is your overall physical strength has to be strong.
Right.
But in dono cheezon ko hata ke bhi, even if
are you going to be the best judge of that, or is there somebody? Are there like
there is no standard because everyone's body is different and how you respond to the elements.
What
is
different. I mean is, are there doctors, anybody who will give you a seal of approval that okay, you're fit enough to go, or that is yourself?
No.
Okay.
No one's going to give you a seal of approval. Okay. But I'll tell you what happens to your body when you climb. Lekin ek aur cheez hai, one thing that people overlook is mental grit. You have to be mentally very strong. You have to love pain. You have to love pain.
Okay, and discomfort.
and discomfort. And you have to love it. You have to love it because आप सोचो अगर आप 6-7 घंटे तक सिर्फ climb कर रहे हो और आप rocks के ऊपर से जा रहे हो या आप बारिश में हो, you have to be able to enjoy connecting with nature that way.
What happens if you have to go to the bathroom?
You go out in nature. You go behind a rock. You go behind a rock and you have your wet wipes. And then you keep your thera with you to put the wet wipes in because you don't want to litter. Most national parks have very strong rules against littering, which is what I like about Tanzania.
Yeah.
Jahan pe Mount Kilimanjaro hai, they're very environmentally conscious over there. You are not allowed to take single-use plastic bottles. You have to only take refillable ones. Because they don't want.
Where do you refill them up on the mountain?
You refill them. Okay.
Okay. No, wait. This conversation is going to go all over the place if we don't streamline it.
Exactly.
अच्छा, आपने ये सब कुछ कर लिया, आपकी फिटनेस सही हो गई, आपको पता है कि आप endure भी कर सकते हैं. You love pain. You're a sucker for pain.
So most of the people that went on the trek with me, the climb with me, actually are people that most of them, not all of them. There were, I think, 3 or 4 people जिनके लिए ये पहला climb था जिंदगी का.
Okay.
Yeah.
रोए उनमें से कुछ लोग? सारे.
अभी हम उस पे आते हैं. पर इससे पहले जो बाकी सारा ग्रुप था ना, इन लोगों ने कुछ बड़ी ट्रैक्स की हुई थी पहले से. तो they had an idea, but किसी ने इतनी लंबी ट्रैक नहीं की हुई थी. So which was about 6 or 7 days.
Right.
My longest trek was 15 days before this, so I had a fair amount of idea what to expect. But फिर भी this was way higher than I was going. This is crossing 5,000. This is 950 meters. My highest before this was 5,100.
Okay.
So it's still a big distance.
High enough, yeah.
And just to explain कि 2,500, 3,000 मीटर से ऊपर जब आप जाते हैं ना, तो हवा में जो ऑक्सीजन की कंटेंट होती है ना, वो कम हो जाती है, and that can really affect you. And so you have to do what is called acclimatization.
Okay.
तो आप थोड़ा ऊपर जाते हैं, फिर थोड़ा आप नीचे आके सोते हैं, फिर आप और ऊंचा जाते हैं, आप थोड़ा नीचे आके सोते हैं.
2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Exactly. ताकि आपकी बॉडी जो है ना, वो कम ऑक्सीजन के थोड़े से यूज्ड हो जाए.
Okay.
What happens जब आप कम ऑक्सीजन में क्लाइंब करते हैं, वॉक भी करते हैं, आपकी दिल की धड़कन बहुत ज्यादा तेज हो जाती है.
Right.
It's almost like you're running because your body is saying कि हमें ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिल रही है. So basically walking from here to here, I could have a very rapid heart rate. I could feel like I'm running. So acclimatization allows your body to adapt to those low oxygen conditions. ये है.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. People do this willingly.
They do it willingly.
Without any gun held to their head. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you get there.
Yeah.
And you have to carry your own luggage or your backpack or...
Achha. So when it comes to mountaineering, okay, I very quickly go over the basics and everything. आपके पास एक पूरी expedition होती है, एक team होती है. उस team में आपके पास guides होते हैं. Guides आपको आगे लेके जाते हैं, आपको बताते हैं कहाँ जाना है. उसके साथ आपके पास team of porters होती है. Mountaineering एक expensive sport है.
Right.
और वो expensive इसलिए क्योंकि not only do you have to get your own gear and equipment.
Sorry to cut you, but first you buy your ticket from Karachi to Tanzania? No.
Yes, Tanzania में Kilimanjaro National Airport.
Okay, there's the Kilimanjaro National Airport.
Yes, and then you drive to Arusha, which is the closest city.
ठीक है.
आप एक रात वहाँ पे 2 रात गुजारते हैं, आप acquaint करते हैं अपने आप को, आप jet lag इतना है नहीं क्योंकि 2 घंटे का time difference है. Then you drive all the way to Kilimanjaro National Park और वहाँ से आपका ट्रैक शुरू होता है.
ठीक है.
जो पोर्टर्स होते हैं वो ज्यादातर गियर्स लेके जाते हैं. आपकी जो एक्सपीडिशन कंपनी होती है वो आपके बाथरूम सेटअप करती है, आपके टेंट सेटअप करती है, आपको स्लीपिंग बैग्स प्रोवाइड करती है और आपको खाना बनाती है.
So you're not worried about that at least.
No, लेकिन आपके पास जो बैकपैक होता है ना, वो डे बैग होता है. उसमें आपकी लाइक दिन के इस्तेमाल करने वाले लाइक रेनकोट होता है और पानी होता है, खाने की चीजें होती हैं, कैमरा वैमरा इस तरह की चीजें होती हैं, ग्लव्स, हैट, sunglasses, anything you might need extra.
ठीक है.
So yeah, and then you have your trekking poles. You also have your trekking clothes. Most people prefer to buy them from abroad. मैंने पाकिस्तानी brands through and through पहने हैं. Because material एक ही है, बस उन्होंने market नहीं किया, उनको तो पता भी नहीं है कि उनकी जो.
I didn't even know that we had mountaineering clothes.
So they're not marketed as mountaineering clothes क्योंकि लेकिन material वही था ना.
Right.
तो मैंने जो खरीदा था तो I use them as mountaineering clothes.
Which is like waterproof fabric.
They're dry fit. So dry fit. What it does is कि वो पानी को ना रोकता नहीं है, वो immediately dry हो जाता है. Not immediately लेकिन हल्का रहता है. Never wear pure cotton.
No, you cannot. I mean, I would, I can imagine.
Because it'll get soaked and it will hold you down.
Yeah.
So dry fit for even warm and dry fit for cold और अंदर आप thermals पहनने अगर आप कभी सर्दी में जा रहे हैं.
ठीक है.
तो ये है. But we have a lot of Pakistani sports brands जो कि कपड़े बना रही हैं for running, for gym वगैरह that you can actually wear to your climbs as well.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so you get there. Now, what are the challenges? What were the challenges for you?
Okay.
To climb, because you are a mountaineer. You have been doing it. You're very active. You're very fit. You dive. You cycle. But regardless, what did you feel were challenges?
So इससे पहले I would not call myself a mountaineer at all.
Okay.
और अभी भी मैंने कोई technical mountaineering नहीं की. Technical mountaineering वो होती है जब आप ice axe use करते हैं, जब आप ropes use करते हैं, जब आप skills extra होती हैं. इसमें I basically walked my way to the top.
Okay.
Or held on to rocks and climbed up.
इतना भी आसान नहीं था मदिया. Come on.
I know.
Give yourself some credit. It's not that easy.
It's just my friends are professional mountaineers.
Okay, fine, but it's not like you have a paved road that you're walking up on.
That's true. But having said that, the biggest challenge was finances.
Right.
Pakistan की रुपी आपको पता है कितना गिर गया है and everything. Just to give you an idea, a typical Kilimanjaro climb minimum will cost between $2,000 to $2,500 just for the climb. We're not talking about travel accommodation and anything.
Right.
But this is from starting the climb to ending the climb. This can go up to $5,000 depending on कौन सी company आप hire करते हैं. लेकिन $2,000 to $2,500 standard है. हमें डिस्काउंट मिल गया था क्योंकि हम एंड ऑफ द सीजन जा रहे थे जब रेन सीजन शुरू होने वाला था.
ओके, आपने अपने आप को खतरे में डाला.
थोड़ा सा रिस्क लिया हमने एंड वी पेड डियरली फॉर इट.
Really, I want to hear about that.
Really, and तो हमारा जो क्लाइंब था ना वो $1,700 में हुआ था.
आपने $300 बचाए.
$300 मैंने बचा लिए.
Well done.
Yeah, but also my husband, he likes to trek as well. But when I told him about the cost and Sara, he says कि मैं नहीं आऊँगा. मुझे पसंद है. मुझे इतना
पसंद नहीं है.
मुझे इतना ख्वार नहीं होना. ठीक है, और इतने सारे पैसे मैं खर्च करूँ मुझे इतना ख्वार नहीं होना. I will come afterwards for the safari. You know, we scuba dived in Tanzania. तो उसके लिए so I went by myself with this amazing group of Pakistanis जो कि कुछ जो है हमारी साइकिलिंग कम्युनिटी के थे और उन्होंने कराची ट्रैकर्स उनका नाम है उस ग्रुप का unofficially. I know and they like to organize trekking expeditions. And so I happened to meet them at the first Karachi Marathon. They mentioned that they're going in a month and I said I'm coming with you. So yes, Sara, I would like to mention that the oldest person in our group जिसने summit किया था और मेरे साथ नीचे आए थे, he was 68 years old.
Oh wow!
So a lot of the people in this group were much older than me.
Oh wow! But experienced probably.
Yeah, in trekking, yes.
Yes, yeah.
And on this Kilimanjaro की climb जो unique कहते हैं दुनिया में वो इसलिए है क्योंकि आपको सारे seasons मिलते हैं. You start off in the rainforest, so you get the heat, you get the rain, and you get the forest.
Okay.
And इनकी बारिश हमारी बारिश की तरह नहीं है. इनकी बारिश ऐसी है जैसे किसी ने पानी बस खोल दिया आपके ऊपर and you're wading through water and at one point because we didn't plan for it हमें देर हो गई थी जाते जाते अंधेरे में.
Were you caught in the rain?
हाँ, we were caught in the rain. 4 घंटे बारिश में खुली बारिश में जो है ट्रैक किया है in the dark with no light.
Again, I'm just wondering why would anybody do this to themselves?
By the time we got to our tents, तो हमारे tents गीले थे. And the first thing you do is you change your clothes. गीले कपड़ों से निकल के आप dry पहनते हैं. मैंने dry कपड़े पहने and I sat on my sleeping bag. वो सब गीले हो गए because everything was wet around me and it was cold. और फिर मैं बहुत रोई हूँ.
Did you cry?
I cried a lot.
Okay, thank God you're human.
I cried I'm a crier, so I cried every single night. And I would try to message my husband. They said कि internet होगा हर base camp पे नहीं था. ठीक है. In fact, मुझे बाद में पता चला कि आपको ना एक मखसूस पत्थर ढूंढना होता था उस
पे इंटरनेट आपको सिग्नल्स आते थे.
एक पोजीशन में खड़े हुए और मेरे अंदर इतनी हिम्मत नहीं थी कि मैं जाके मुझे बस रेस्ट करना है. But I cried every single night. The first message I sent my husband was, why did you let me do this? I want to do crazy things all the time. Why did you let me do this?
Fair enough.
लेकिन क्या होता है कि you spend the night and you wake up, it's another day, you survived.
हाँ, आपने कहा था okay.
And then you're like, fine, maybe it's not so bad.
I can just imagine the sense of accomplishment. Having, I mean, every day is one step to your, goal.
But what I learned was कि कभी गुरूर नहीं करना चाहिए. You know, because
वो तो नहीं करना चाहिए.
I tell you why. Because Kilimanjaro climb करने से पहले I was like, तुम्हें क्या ये तो चुट्टी मुट्टू mountain है. हमारे पास तो K2 है. K2 तो 8,000 है ये वो. But the first day जब हम सबकी हालत इतनी खराब हुई है, literally everyone was screaming, everyone was crying, everyone was in pain, सबकी हालत खराब हुई थी. उसके बाद से I was like, Allah Mia, I'm very sorry.
मैं इंसान बन गई हूँ.
Kilimanjaro, I'm very sorry.
मेरा गुरूर सारा जमीन पे बह गया.
Please let us through. Don't give us bad weather. Let us through.
Nature humbles you, right?
It humbles you a lot. It humbles you a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Second day, third day onwards, it becomes less and less green. It's more and more rocky.
Yeah.
I cried even during that. There was once a point where हमें कैंप पे पहुंचे थे और हमारे नीचे सारे.
But what were the tears about? Was it like
happy tears?
Happy tears. Yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I was so happy because you're seeing एक तो vegetation you're seeing for the first time. It's beautiful. Like we saw this typical Kilimanjaro tree जो दरख्त के ऊपर cactus है. To get that, we're seeing wild animals. You know, we're seeing like monkeys and everything. Where I was very, very grateful, and I was.
नथिया गली तक भी जाओ तो मंदिर मिल जाते हैं.
Exactly, that's true. ये थोड़े black and white वाले थे.
Okay.
But नहीं वो सिर्फ forest वाली side पे थे, ऊपर नहीं थे. But I was just very, very grateful. That I got the opportunity, that we had the money. And anytime the climb felt hard for me, I would think, "Ke dekho, this is coming out of our savings." And my husband really believed in me, so I can't just waste this money.
And is there an option to turn back?
There is an option to turn back. Shuru mein, so here's another thing. This was a 6-day climb. So every day you're at a new camp. Every day somebody would drop out.
Okay.
So I felt like हम Survivor की series में हैं और इस episode में कौन eliminate होगा?
Eliminate होगा, yeah.
So the first day, one person went back saying, "I don't want to do this. This is too hard."
Right.
The second day, someone went back saying, "मुझे नहीं करना है. This is too hard." And then the third day, it was really bad. one person, his knees gave out. And then the other person, who was a very strong climber, Saira, like she's one of my favorites in the entire group, wo niche aate aate, she slipped on a rock and she fell. And so she injured herself on this side.
Oh my
so
God.
it was hard for her to breathe.
Oh,
you know.
no.
Thankfully, she's recovered now.
Yeah.
But she needed rest, and obviously she couldn't climb anymore.
Of course.
Achha, at that altitude, we're above we're almost at 4,000 meters. There was no way to climb down. तो आपको फिर हेलीकॉप्टर बुलाना पड़ता है.
Okay.
So medical evacuations बहुत होती हैं किलिमंजारो पे. क्योंकि हर कोई समझता है कि हम कर सकते हैं. And then they get injured, or they're not well, or they're not acclimatizing. So medical evacuation उनकी हुई थी. So इस तरह से.
And that probably costs a lot as well.
Yes, but we're Pakistanis.
What does that mean?
We're very good at bargaining.
Okay,
so
okay, but still, for somebody who was saving $300.
I know. So medical insurance, अगर आपके पास है तो एक medical evacuation will cost you $5,000, but the insurance company pays.
Okay.
But otherwise, the standard rate is $4,000. उसमें 3 या 4 लोग जा सकते हैं. लेकिन हमारे साथ जो ग्रुप में थे ना, वो फिर जाके वो फोन करके बड़ा कहते थे कि देखो हम गोरे नहीं हैं, हम
हमारे पास पैसे नहीं,
हम ब्राउन हैं, हम बहुत गरीब मुल्क से आए हैं, हमारे कम कर लो. तो वो $3,000 तक आ गए थे. So $1,000 per person फिर भी बहुत सारा है. लेकिन then we had somebody जिनकी knees का issue था, then we had Saira going in, then we had her friend coming, तो वो थोड़ा सा पैसे कम
हो जाते हैं.
हम किसी ना किसी तरीके से कर रहे थे.
Actually, anyway, you're going up now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yes, I was telling you. So I cried at this one point जब हम एक ऐसे कैंप में आए थे जिसमें बादल हमारे बिल्कुल नीचे हैं, हम ऊपर हैं, सामने Mount Meru है, which is the second highest mountain in Africa. And then we have like groups of our porters and our guides जो कि मिलके they're singing the Kilimanjaro song. Okay. And they're singing the real version of Hakuna Matata.
Okay, yeah.
Because we forget that
not the Disney version.
Not the Disney version, because it's not Hakuna Matata, it's Hakuna Matata. So we forget that Lion King ke jo sare words, and they're from Swahili. And these have a root as well. And these guys speak Swahili.
Yeah.
So we learned a fair bit of Swahili.
Nice. That must have been such a magical moment.
It was.
Do you have it on tape?
I do, and I will send you the video.
Thank you.
There's a whole sunset happening, or har camp mein na, they're singing and they're dancing.
I would love to be part of this little camp, but not to climb up for it.
Of course. Maybe we can helicopter into the camp.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're doing their, like the sounds that they make, those tribal sounds that they make, and they're dancing, and it's so festive and it's so beautiful. And I was crying because as a mountaineering geek, मैंने हर documentary में ये scene देखा था, and I was living it.
Yeah.
So I felt so lucky, and so grateful to be there.
Did you have any medical emergencies going on?
I did not have a medical emergency. So what happens is कि जब आप high altitude पे जाते हैं, ऑक्सीजन की कमी से आपका दिल ज़्यादा धड़कता है. And it can also impair your judgment. So you feel a little drunk, you're a bit woozy. Worst case scenario, you hallucinate. Worst case, absolute worst case scenario. तो उससे डील करने के लिए ना लोग एक दिल की एक दवा होती है, वो लेते हैं, उससे it actually slows your heart down.
Right.
So there were some people that actually started taking that before it was recommended. On their own, they did their research. I did not take anything.
Okay.
क्योंकि a lot of my friends, हम पाकिस्तान से हैं. We have 8,000ers.
Yeah.
If I had to go back to my mountaineering friends and tell them कि मैं 5,000er climb करने के लिए मैंने ये दवा ली थी, तो वो मुझ पे बहुत हंसेंगे.
Okay.
कि भाई हमारे बच्चे, like हम पहाड़ों के हमारे बच्चे इतना climb करते हैं, आपको क्या? So, but the maximum I did take was painkillers right before the summit. And I took an anti-anxiety just so I could not psych myself out.
Right.
So those were the two things that I did, that I took.
Okay.
It is entirely possible to do this climb without taking any other medication.
Okay.
तो ये है, yeah.
But you did lose what, your finger, frostbite?
Okay, not frostbite.
What happened?
Just to give you an idea.
So just to put some perspective to that, when Madhya walked in, she's wearing socks and sandals, and she's like, why? I said, are you saving your feet from a tan or something? But no, what did you lost your...
So I lost
your toenails.
Toenails, both of my toenails on the descent from the summit. So just to describe to you how the summit days goes. हम क्या करते हैं कि in the morning, आप पहले 3 घंटे की ना ट्रैक करते हैं, 3.5 hours की ट्रैक करते हैं just to get to the final camp.
ठीक
है. अच्छा, फिर आप पहुंचते हैं तकरीबन दोपहर तक, like lunch time तक. They give you the best lunch that time.
Nice.
You know, chicken and like fries and like everything amazing. You get lots of fresh pineapple, not canned ones. So that's amazing. Lots of avocados. उसके बाद आप सोते हैं, and then you wake up and you have to be ready to start your climb at 11 p.m.
Okay. 11 p.m.
11 p.m. And you move very slowly up the mountain. हम रात को क्यों climb करते हैं? क्योंकि आपको sunrise पे पहुंचना है
ठीक
at the
है,
summit.
ठीक है.
If you climb during the day, it gets really hot. आप सोचिए कि आप सूरज के कितने करीब हैं.
हाँ.
And so
रात को
anyway,
आपके वो लाइट्स वगैरह लगा के आप कर रहे होते
exactly.
हैं.
I'll even send you that video.
हाँ.
There's a whole video where you can see people moving very slowly up the mountain, and there's like a trail of headlamps.
Nice,
तो वो
magical,
सारा.
yeah.
And it was amazing because उतनी altitude पे जो sun, moon, सितारे सब अलग दिखते हैं. आपके नीचे जो है ना पूरे शहर दिखते हैं.
हाँ.
और आप आहिस्ता ऊपर जा रहे हो. We started climbing at 11 p.m. We reached the first summit, Stella Point, at 6:30 a.m. So this is constant
11 and a half
climbing.
hour, yeah, wow.
Yeah, with small breaks in between, but constant
You
climbing.
must have really strong knees.
More than that, I was worried about my head because
Yeah.
after crossing 5,000 meters, जो कि मेरी एक limit है, I felt very drunk because आपकी low oxygen की वजह से you're and I told the guide, and I first said to him, मुझे लग रहा है मैंने बहुत पी ली है. And so he started laughing at me. And then after 200 more meters, I started panicking. I was like, मुझे छोड़ना मत. I was like, don't leave me here. I have a family. And so
Yeah, okay.
he's laughing. He's like, Medea, no one's going to leave you here.
Yeah.
Just relax. And then I remember right before going to the summit, I was freaking out and I was messaging my husband and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Do I have the mental strength? I'm an ordinary person. I'm a regular person. Why am I doing this? You know, मैं कौन हूँ? So he said to me, Medea, देखो, you're a shark. You're a mako shark.
Oh, well done, Abdullah.
ठीक है, you can do this.
Yeah.
And so when जितना हम ऊपर जाते थे, जितना मेरा दिमाग बिल्कुल out होना होता था, and as a diver, we're trained कि अगर आपके साथ पानी में ये हो रहा है, this is bad. It means you are getting nitrogen narcosis, overconfidence, feeling drunk, bad.
And
so
go up.
You have to go up.
Surface.
You have to start ascending.
Yeah.
आपकी body में nitrogen बहुत बढ़ गया है. So I'm automatically trained to be very alarmed if I feel too relaxed and too happy and too drunk. So I try to keep my focus, and for at least 3-4 hours, all I did was go Mako shark, and focus on just saying Mako shark. And I felt like I was diving, क्योंकि आप उतनी altitude पे आपको deep breaths लेनी है, and as a diver we're used to हमारे जो reflexes हैं ना, वो deep breaths के काफी तेज है. आपके मुंह में एक regulator होता है, and you're like. So that's how that skill helped me. And I was able to consistently breathe.
But we were talking about losing your fingernails.
I know, we were. Sorry.
We're getting to that, right?
We're getting to that part.
Okay.
We get to the summit, 6:30 a.m., the most amazing view. Amna, if you've ever seen a sunrise from the airplane, that's literally how it looks, but in person. And it's amazing. We're all crying, क्योंकि हम सब
You made it.
We've made it.
Yeah.
इतनी ख्वारी हुई थी, सब रो रहे हैं, और फिर थोड़ी देर बाद आवाज आती है.
Move back. Turn back.
नहीं, असल समय थोड़ा आगे है.
Okay.
You have to now walk at least 45 minutes more.
Okay.
But anyway, we did it. We got there. We retook our photos.
Yeah.
And we weren't as emotional anymore.
Huh.
I was very emotional. I tried making a video. I cried throughout the video. I was thanking my husband. I was thanking my sister. I was thanking God. I was thanking everyone. You're overwhelmed with the feeling of gratitude. Then you're coming down. Climb बहुत slow होता है. Descent हमेशा fast होता है.
और descent ज़्यादा खतरनाक होता है. Is that true?
Because आपको gravity भी pull कर रही होती है.
Yeah.
आप तेज भी जा रहे होते हो. अगर आप गिर सकते हो. सायरा को भी जो injury हुई थी, वो descent करते हुए ही हुई थी. अब इसमें क्या है? There's a lot of scree, and by scree I mean a lot of loose rock. उस loose rock पे लोग जो है ना वो slide करते हुए जा रहे थे. पर वो loose rock जो है आपके पैरों पे भी बहुत लग रहा है. And after several hours of that, we started our descent at 8:30. I got to camp by 12:30. So imagine how many hours.
4 hours.
और तेज धूप में. और इतने पत्थर लग के क्या हो रहा था कि they were affecting my toes, because that's the biggest.
Yeah.
And मेरा nail लग के जो है ना वो impact हो गया था.
मर गया.
Exactly. So the next day they camp पे पहुंचे. उसके बाद कुछ rest करने के बाद 3 घंटे की और trek थी. More than half the group helicoptered out. They had done some arrangements.
It was like, we're out.
No, but उन्होंने bargain करके ना $500 per person की rate पे they managed to get 3 or 4 helicopters to come down and pick them up from that camp. But I knew that if I didn't walk out of the national park, if I didn't go all the way down, my mountaineering friends would never respect me.
I see that the mountaineering friends are a pretty judgmental lot.
Well, yes. Yes. We're very petty.
Yes.
You'll see that most sports people are very petty.
Yes, yes.
You know, तुम यहाँ पे क्यों खड़े हुए, तुम वहाँ पे क्यों नहीं खड़े हुए? You know, this is not the real summit.
So
that
you
is
have to
the
do
real
it the
summit.
right way.
So you have to do it the right way because they're all pushing themselves.
Yeah.
If you've made your way all the way up, वो कहते हैं कि that's only half the climb. The other part is actually coming all the way down.
Yeah.
अगर आप यहीं से आप हेलीकॉप्टर लेके जा रहे हो तो क्या फायदा? But anyway, so then we trekked 3 more hours. We get to the next camp. उसके बाद it was our way out of the camp. The crew gave me a pair of boots that were 3 sizes too big, ताकि मेरा toe नहीं लगे, and that's how we ended up coming out.
Right.
Yeah, without any injuries. Can I just say we started out with 18 people? There were only 2 people that walked out of the gate.
Oh my God! How many? Where exactly did they chicken out?
So
on
a lot
which
of the
level?
people, a lot of the people left at the last like final base camp after summit night. जो camp था ना जहाँ पे अपनी रात को गुजारी थी.
वहाँ से उन्होंने कहा
वहीं से वो helicopter out हो गए थे. Then there were 4 of us, and then the other 2. It's not like they could not have made it. उनको थोड़ी देर लग रही थी, so the guides actually sent a car.
Right.
So they were about half an hour, 45 minutes.
They would have made it.
They would have made it easily if we hadn't sent the car. Exactly. But I think हमारे शायद group थोड़ा थक गया था wait करके. So yeah, there were 2 people that walked out.
So proud of you.
Thank you
that's
so much.
Amazing.
Can I just say the
more? No, I want to know. Do you have plans to do K2 and other mountains now?
So K2 is a huge undertaking. Just to give you some perspective, 1 in 4 people that climb K2 die.
Oh, wow.
And K2 is a mountain. It's far more difficult than Everest.
Okay, please don't go to K2.
Yeah.
Go to Everest instead.
No. It's far more difficult than Everest. Why? Because K2 requires you to have technical mountaineering skills. And वो आपको हर way में test करता है.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of like people that climb 8,000 meter mountains, a lot of them will never climb K2 twice. They will do Everest twice, they will do Everest 3 times, but they've done K2 once, they're not taking their chance again.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not K2, but I would there are so many mountains in Pakistan that I would like to climb. एक Khusar Gang है, which is actually the mountain that you see from Shigar. जब आप Shigar जाते हैं, स्कर्दू से जा रहे होते हैं, that one mountain with the snow on top, that's Khusar Gang.
Okay.
So that's a 6,000er.
Okay.
You have Spuntik, which is also known as the Golden Peak. That's a 7,000 meter mountain.
That's pretty high.
तो भी ये हैं. These are pretty high. They're really difficult. लेकिन मुझे भी जीने का हक है.
बिल्कुल है. बिल्कुल है.
Let's take small steps.
Yeah, absolutely.
इसके अलावा हमारी जो K2 base camp treks हैं, हमारी नंगा पर्वत base camp treks हैं, these are also very difficult and they're pretty much at a similar altitude.
Yeah.
K2 का base camp is at 5,000 meters.
Yeah.
So imagine सिर्फ base camp 5,000 meters पे. So अगर आप वो भी कर लेना तो you've experienced low oxygen and similar conditions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that's huge. I mean, to climb Kilimanjaro.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Huge. I mean, when I saw your pictures, I was like, what? This has really happened to me. I said, we have to sit down and talk about it.
Thank you.
Because I think it also encourages people that, dream and just go for it. I mean, you can make your dreams come true. And, if you really want to do something, then you really can do it.
You just have to be very determined and focused and stick to it.
And sensible about it, but determined and focused on all of that. And do you have anything else to say about Kilimanjaro?
I do. एक तो 2 things. पहली बात ये कि some of the people that were climbing for the first time, उनके लिए जो जिंदगी का पहला trek था, they were in their 50s and 60s. And they went to the summit.
Yeah.
They did it slow.
Amazing.
Yeah, they did it slow. On the summit night, I was with the fast group. Like throughout the trek, I was with this group. We called ourselves the Pole Pole group. Pole Pole means slowly.
Slowly, yeah.
So, yes, sir. But they did it.
They did it.
They were determined.
That's amazing.
The other thing I want to say is कि जब मैं वापस पाकिस्तान आ गई थी, and I called this person who trains mountaineers in mountaineering skills, और वो पहाड़ों में ही रहते हैं. And मैंने उनको पूछा कि मेरे साथ ये हुआ है, तो कहता है आपको जो ना ये वाले टेक्निकल बूट्स की जरूरत है इस ऑल्टीट्यूड तक के लिए. फिर मैंने कहा नहीं, लेकिन मैं तो क्लाइंब कर चुकी हूँ किलिमंजारो. He's like, हाँ, लेकिन मैं आपको वैसे बता रहा हूँ. फिर जब आपने बड़ा पहाड़ चढ़ना होगा ना,
oh my god,
तो उसके लिए ये बूट लीजिएगा.
We have like mountaineering snobs around.
I know, but I was like, I know I'm back in Pakistan, जहाँ पे 5,000 क्लाइंब करने की कोई इज्जत नहीं मिल रही है. ठीक है, unless you climb a 7,000 or 8,000, you're not a mountaineer.
No.
So
also, you're in Pakistan and we were talking about this off camera. People think that women or men get into training and strength training to lose weight and to look a certain way and everything.
Yeah.
And you were talking about you still are judged for not being like the lean, muscular machine that people expect somebody who can run, 10,000 kilometers, or somebody who's into scuba diving and mountaineering and everything. They expect you to be so lean and like a size 0 kind of a situation.
Which is not true.
Which is not true. So we associate fitness with thinness, which is not true, right?
Absolutely, 100%. मेरा एक pear-shaped body है, which means I'm bottom heavy.
Right.
That helps me in a lot of other ways. लेकिन जो चीज़ हम जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे वो यही था कि just because I don't look stick thin, people don't think I'm fit or that I'm not strong.
Right.
ये मेरे साथ cycling में भी था, ये मेरे साथ driving में भी था, ये मेरे साथ mountaineering में भी रहा है. I would come back and I would tell people मैं यहाँ पे कि मैंने ये किया, and मुझे देखते थे और कहते थे कि लगता नहीं है आप इतना कुछ करती हैं.
How?
कैसे? ठीक है, and it would upset me because I would go to the gym, I'm working out sometimes twice as hard as my husband.
Yeah.
ठीक है, I'm lifting the same amount of weights. ठीक है, बट वो एकदम से बिकॉज इज अ मैन लेस बॉडी फैट, तो वो बल्कअप भी हो रहा है, वो दिख भी रहा है उसका कि वो मस्कुलर हो रहा है. मेरे मसल्स अंडर लेयर ऑफ फैट छुपे हुए हैं, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ आवर बॉडी टाइप. बट इट डिडंट बॉदर मी पर्सनली बिकॉज आई नो हाउ स्ट्रांग माई बॉडी इज, आई नो हाउ फिट आई एम. लेकिन लोगों की जजमेंट वुड बॉदर मी. Why are you, आप बिला वजह आके मुझसे क्यों कह रहे हैं कि अच्छा आप मोटी हैं या आप क्या वेट लूज करना चाह रही हैं? वेट क्यों नहीं लूज हो रहा? भाई आपको क्या पता कि वेट लूज हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा? मास लूज नहीं हो रहा, वो एक अलग चीज है. But that's our body type, you know.
Absolutely.
That's a variety of other factors.
Yeah, we need to really stop judging people.
We need to really
stop.
No, and also I'm very proud of my body.
Yeah.
It's taken me into the deepest of seas. It's taken me up the mountains.
Up the highest mountain.
In
Not
Africa,
the highest, but
in Africa.
In Africa.
Okay. If you wanna make it sound even bigger, it's the highest freestanding mountain in the world.
In the world, yeah.
So yeah, वो without a range. अकेले खड़ा हुआ है क्योंकि Kilimanjaro essentially is a volcano. So
is K2 not standing?
No. K2 comes with a range, so there are other mountains connected to it.
Okay.
Freestanding. I'm saying if you just want to get more,
technical about it.
If you want to make it sound really fancy, but it is the highest mountain in Africa.
Right.
So we can say that it's one of the 7 summits. That's a mountaineering challenge. But yeah, we should definitely never judge people. This big body actually works really well in scuba diving क्योंकि scuba diving में आप ठंडे बहुत जल्दी होते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप थोड़े से भी मोटे हैं ना, आपके अंदर थोड़ा सा फैट है, तो आप ज़्यादा देर तक डाइव कर सकते हैं. Exactly, आप insulated होते हैं. ठीक है, the same way I don't get cold very quickly. So it helps me in mountaineering as well because while other people ठुठा रहे होंगे, you know, I'm fine. You know, so there's a lot of advantages to having a bigger body.
As long as you're healthy and your body is taking you places that you want to go, wherever you want to go, and you're doing what you want to do, and you're achieving it, and you're healthy.
Exactly.
The most important thing is that you're healthy.
I'm not.
Nothing else matters.
I'm not just skinny.
Yeah.
You know,
you're strong.
Exactly, we're strong, and
Absolutely.
I feel like that's what people should aim for: being strong.
Absolutely.
The women जो मेरे साथ आई थी, जो अपने 50s में थी, 60s में थी, वो सब वो वाली औरतें थी जो जिम रेगुलर जाती हैं, जो योगा करती हैं. They're all regular people. ठीक है, but they just take care of their health.
Their health, absolutely.
And then their mental grit and fortitude actually push them. And that's one thing I want to talk about as well. मैंने notice किया था कि पाकिस्तान में जो हमारी top female mountaineers हैं, उनमें से 2 जो है, Naila Kiani, you know, who's climbed 10 out of the world's 14 8,000 meter mountains. And then we have Anam Uzair, who's climbed Mount Manaslu, which is another 8,000 meter mountain in Nepal. She has also she's run marathons, she's super fit. They're both incredibly fit women. Both of them started their mountaineering careers in their 30s.
Wow, yeah.
Both of them have 2 kids.
Yeah.
ठीक है, Naila climbed her first mountain 2 or 3 months after giving birth. And so मैं इनसे discuss कर रही थी, and they were very encouraging, by the way. They were actually they really encouraging before I started. मैं इनसे discuss कर रही थी, and I was like, you know, a big aspect of mountaineering is pain tolerance.
Yeah.
And I feel like because you guys are moms,
you have that threshold.
You're like, you know what? I pretty much died twice, and I came back, and I've raised a child, or I've nurtured it, you know, using my body. I know what pain is.
Yeah.
You know. And this is nothing compared to that. And I realize this with women in endurance sports. Women have a better temperament for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So 2 takeaways from this conversation. One, dream big.
Yes.
And don't hold yourself back.
Yeah.
And do something for yourself. And, you know, when you achieve it, that happiness is can't compare to.
Move slowly. Take one step at a time. In life,
but do walk towards your dreams.
Yes.
Absolutely. And the second thing is that build your core strength.
Yes.
In exercise, you know.
Do your cardio and do your strength.
Don't just exercise to lose weight.
Yeah.
Exercise to build your core strength. You know, I started at 49.
Yeah.
And I feel stronger in 6 months.
Right.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to trekking. Forget a peak trekking.
I'm sure you can do some treks. Yeah.
No. But the thing is that baby steps and just you know, set your goals and move towards them.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely.
पता है क्या, in Nepal when I would trek, मुझे जो है ना शेरपास बार-बार आके एक चीज कहते थे कि ऊपर मत देखो.
अच्छा.
अगर तुम देखोगी ना कितना दूर जाना है, तो तुम्हारी टांगों में से जान खत्म हो जाएगी. सिर्फ सामने देखो. And honestly, if you just focus on the step in front of you, you don't even know it, you reach a destination.
And I think that applies to everything in life.
Yeah.
If you just take one thing, one day at a time, one step at a time, you'll get to your goal if you're on the right path.
Don't think about the whole journey.
Don't think about the whole journey, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
So, but don't stop dreaming.
100%.
100%. Don't stop dreaming.
100%. When I would see people who are, you know, in their 60s, in their 70s doing this, there's never too late.
Never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for sharing that story, and I hope it inspires other women. I'm sure there are hundreds of women and men who really want to do this.
Yeah.
But they're like, where do we start? So here's
Go for
where
a
to
walk.
start. Go for a walk and start
Save up
walking.
money.
Save up money, start walking,
Yeah.
build your breathing strength, your lung strength, all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it, then just do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.